Hello everybody, today we're doing a video for GTA car kits in a 2017 Infiniti QX70, and today we're going to show you how to install our Apple CarPlay and Android Auto kit. As you can see, it's already installed into this car. It's been paired to our iPhone wirelessly. You can also pair it to your Android phone wirelessly. The entire system gets controlled here with the original controls or the original touchscreen controls. You can easily switch back to the original Infiniti system by pressing and holding this back button. So none of the original functions get disabled. They're all there. All the original cameras will still work. Our system uses original Bluetooth in order to play the sound. It uses also original microphones, so you don't need to install any aftermarket microphones. So this system here is meant to work with these cars that have original navigation and original touchscreen. If you do not have these options, then this system will not work for you. And now we're going to show you how to install it in this particular car. The tools you're going to need is a hook tool. This is our panel removal tool. This is a Phillips screwdriver, and of course you're going to need our product. We'll first begin with removing our shift knob here. So we'll pull down the leather cover here, and you're going to see this clip underneath. So this is where we're going to use our hook tool here, and we're going to pull out this clip. So make sure to do it slowly because it tends to pop out and just fly away. So as you see, this is the clip that you need to slide out and remove. And now you can grab your shift knob here and just pull it up straight up. Now with the center armrest compartment open, we're going to use our hook tool and remove this plastic panel here. For you to do that, you need to get underneath and pop it up. And there are clips here, two on each side, that hold it in place. Now we're going to remove this entire center console. And for us to do that, we're going to start right here to pull it up and unclip it. So we're going to stick our hands behind here with this compartment slightly open, and just going to pull it up and unclip and work your way towards the front, and then we can just put it to the side. Now we're going to use our hook tool again. We're going to remove the small compartment. So it has clips on the side, so we'll just insert it and pop it towards the front. Same on the other side. And now we're going to carefully maneuver it out. There's enough space to just rest it on the side. And over here, at this point, you have enough space for you to disconnect this connection that goes to the center console. This way, you can remove the entire center console so you have more space here. Now we can use our Phillips screwdriver in order to remove two bolts underneath. So there's one right here and one on the driver's side. So we'll remove both of them. Now you can unclip this panel from the bottom and then bring it down. So over here, we're going to disconnect a few connections. So these ones here, so we're going to press down on the clip and disconnect 3 connections. Then there's one more here. Over here you have the ribbon cable connection, so we'll leave it plugged in. And underneath here there are 2 Phillips screws that we need to remove. So there's one right here and one on the other side. So we kept this connection connected because it's linked up here, and we're going to remove everything together with the vents and this all in one shot. So we're going to use our hand here underneath, and then we're going to use our panel removal on the sides here to unclip our vents. So this is the passenger side, and that will all come out. As you can see, it will all come out as a single unit, which you can put away right now. We can now remove these 2 bolts right here. There are 2 more bolts underneath the head unit. Again, they're Phillips type bolts. Now we're going to take our screen and we're going to tilt it up and take it out. And over here there are 2 connections at the back which we're going to disconnect. You don't need to do it, but it just gives us more space to hide all the wiring when we're installing everything. So that's why we're disconnecting the screen. So now we're going to show you everything that comes in our kit. So you have your user manual here. This is our main module which we're going to hide. We have here our wireless antenna. We have our video cables. This is a USB cable which is used to update the module, and then it's also used for wired CarPlay and wired Android Auto. And over here, this is our main harness. So these 2 ends will be connecting at the back of the head unit, and then the other ends are going to be in our module. So now we can take the head unit out. We're just going to slide it out, and we're going to show you where we're going to be making our connections. So over here, there are 2 connections. They're on the same side. We're going to disconnect. So this one on top here. So this is closer to the driver, and then right underneath it, also closer to the driver. So these 2 we're disconnecting, and we're going to plug in our harness in between here. So these are the harnesses from our kit. We have 2 female ends and 2 male ends. So we'll start with the smaller connection that is a little bit lower. We'll take the original one and plug it into the female end of our harness. And then the male end of our harness we can plug in back to the head unit. Now we'll do the same with the connection above it. So we'll plug it in to our side, and then ours will go here instead of the original one. We also need to connect our video cable here instead of the original one. So over here, closer to the passenger side, this is the video connection that we're going to disconnect. Something to note that some of these models have similar connection closer to the driver, but that's not the one to use. You need to use these two for the harnesses and then this one for the video. This is our video cable. So on this end it has a female and a male that look similar to the original one, and then this end will go to the module. We will take the original one and plug it into the female end of our video cable, and then our male video cable will go instead of the original one here. So now we will route our USB cable. So we're gonna route it over here into the passenger footwell. So you're just gonna see a small end of it. So it's not gonna be in any way intrusive at all. So we're gonna start with the end that we need to plug into our module. We're just gonna lift up this plastic here and we're gonna feed this cable inside and catch it from the inside behind the stereo. So over here I have the cable and I'm gonna bring it out all the way through. So just this small end will be over here by the carpet. So this is our wireless antenna, and a good spot for it to be hidden is behind the screen. So this is what we're gonna do now. We're just gonna stick it here and hide it right here so it's not in the way. And then this end, the blue end, we'll just route down. So we're gonna be able to plug it into our module. So now we're gonna start doing the connections into our module. So just plug them into the according spots. Wireless antenna, and this is our USB here. So now at this point we're gonna hide the module, and in this particular car there is a good spot right underneath the stereo, right there. So it's not gonna be in the way of the stereo to go back in. So that's where we're gonna put the module. So when you're installing the module and hiding it, make sure that you take your time and maneuver all the cables out of the way. So that's what we're gonna do now, and carefully we're gonna put the module in there so it's nice and neat and doesn't tangle up. So the module is in, so we put all the wires to the side here, and as you can see it's below this metal bracket, so now our head unit can go back in easily. So now we can put the head unit back in its original position, and we're gonna slowly start putting it in. So make sure that there's no extra wires sticking out from the top, and don't forget these are the wires that we disconnected from the front panel. Don't leave them behind. And carefully put the head unit in, line it up here. Same at the bottom, make sure there's no extra wires sticking out. And it has to line up with these 2 pins right here. So now we're ready to reconnect our original screen. So we'll connect the power harness and the video cable. And over here, these 2 guides, they're supposed to go in first at an angle. So we're gonna angle the screen like this, and then we will put the screen in, and then we'll carefully lower it down, and we're going to make sure that it lines up here with these 2 guide clips. That means it's in the correct position. We're ready to reinstall these bolts that hold the head unit and the screen in place. So the bolts that we need to put back in here are these silver ones, not the black ones, because they have a different thread. So make sure that you put the correct ones in the correct position. So we'll go here. So we'll reinstall the 2 bolts below the head unit also. So now we can reinstall this entire assembly with the vents and the panel below. So first we'll clip in this panel with the vents. Just goes back in easily. And we're not going to secure these bolts because we're going to test everything. So we'll just reconnect these connections here. And the third one here. We will just leave this panel like this. So now we're going to test everything. So we have our original system loaded here. It's selected to the Bluetooth sound source. That's how we're going to get sound from CarPlay or Android Auto into the original Infiniti system. So this phone is paired to the original Bluetooth of the car. And now we're going to test by the wire first. Later we'll connect wirelessly. So it's going to start charging, and as soon as you plug it in, it's going to switch to CarPlay. In CarPlay, you're going to check all the controls. You're going to check the touchscreen controls. Everything works. You're going to check your audio. And then if you want to go back to the original Infiniti system, you just press and hold this back button. And at this point, we can reassemble everything back. So we're going to reinstall these 2 bolts here. To reinstall this panel, first put in the top and then clip it down. So now there are 2 more bolts at the bottom here. Now we'll reinstall this pocket here, so it just clips in. Now we can then reinstall the center console. So first line up the shifter and then put in the front edge and work your way down. Now reinstall this cover, so it just clips on. Last thing is our shift knob, so you press it all the way down and then you're going to insert the clip. So for the clip to go in correct position, it has to face up with these small ends. If it's facing down, then it's not going to fit. So we're just going to slide it on. And once in its position, you're going to try to bring the shift knob up. And if it doesn't go up, it means it's been done correctly. And now secure back the leather shift boot. So the installation has been completed. We pair the iPhone wirelessly to the system. And now we can enjoy Apple CarPlay or Android Auto in this Infiniti QX70. I hope you liked the video, and we'll see you next time.